Here's the attack of Nils POLITT. Immediate onto the wheel goes Connor Swift, two real tall, classic style riders.
I don't know what to say, man. Like, just being here is special enough, you know. Didn't think I'd ever get to come back to this race.
Cavendish takes the stage! Wow!
So many people didn't believe in me, you know. And these guys do.
Mark Cavendish wins number 32. The record of Eddie Merckx is on.
You know what my next question is going to be. Are you thinking about that?
Don't say the name, don't say the name.
I didn't say it.
I'm not thinking about anything.
This man is absolutely on fire right now.
Keep going as long as I can push myself through the race, and as long as the team will stay patient with me and get me through the race. When I go for the green jersey, I don't go for the green jersey. I go for stages, and hopefully the green comes from that.
Mark Cavendish, 33 Tour de France stage wins and a chance to make it 34 today. A short and flat 12th stage to Nîmes, which has been a sprinter's playground in recent years. Caleb Ewan in 2019, Alexander Kristoff in 2014, Cavendish himself in 2008. But there was an X factor on the exposed roads of the Drôme and the Ardèche. The wind set to play a major role in today's action.
Official start at 1:49. 1:49 stage 12 between Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux and Nîmes, 159.4 kilometers of racing. A very fast start indeed.
The riders setting off at a furious pace, with echelons appearing almost immediately. There was one notable absentee. Peter Sagan didn't start today because of a knee injury.
Look at this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 distinct groups and echelons already. The average speed on this stage so far, 64 kilometers an hour.
There's a coureur, 13 riders now in the breakaway group, 13.
A breakaway formed after 20k of flat-out racing, with Julian Alaphilippe on the attack once again, none of them posing any threat to the yellow jersey of Tadej POGAČAR. With most of the sprint teams represented, it seemed unlikely that anybody would be working too hard to bring the break back. They quickly had a gap of over 7 minutes as they wound their way down the spectacular gorges of the Ardèche. And it soon became clear that Cavendish wouldn't be equalling any records today, the marksman briefly stopping to adjust his cleats. Interestingly, he hadn't donned the green skin suit, perhaps suggesting that De Koning Quickstep weren't looking to set up the sprint. So the 13 riders in the lead. World champion Alaphilippe, joined by Edvald Boasson Hagen and Andre Greipel, a trio boasting no fewer than 20 Tour de France stage wins. Edward Turns, Connor Swift, Harry Sweeney, Luca Mezgec and Sergio Henao also in there, as well as strong men like Nils POLITT, Stefan Bissegger and Imanol ERVITI. Finally, Stefan Kung, who was second on the Stage 5 time trial, and Brent Van Moor, who came so close on Stage 4. They had built a lead of over 12 minutes heading into the final 50 kilometres.
Here's the attack of Nils POLITT, who's decided to try and bring this race a little bit more to life. And here goes Andre Greipel. He's not very happy here. He goes sprinting across. Greipel is a master at these sort of flat-out efforts. This is an interesting one. Put your bar in your mouth and go on the attack at the same time. Stefan Kung in the red and black is Harry Sweeney. Nils POLITT in the dark green and ERVITI there in the blue. This could be a great day for Harry Sweeney. Debut Tour de France, now in another breakaway. He's been in some moves already. Oh, here we go. Harry Sweeney's attacked. Well, Stefan Kung is unable to go with the acceleration. I did just say, and you've been saying, Harry Sweeney is the only unknown quantity in here, and Stefan Kung is ejected from the front group. Big attack by Nils POLITT. All these riders need to react. POLITT has been the strong man of today's stage, and he is now ripping it away over the top of this climb. The BORA HANSGROHE rider has attacked hard on the left-hand side. Another check on the radio, just to make sure, just to be certain there is no one behind him. It's searing heat here in Nîmes, and this rider has set a searing pace since we left the race start in Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux today. Nils POLITT has been the most dynamic rider of this stage. He was the rider who caused the crosswinds. He was the rider who caused the breakaway, and now he's going to be the rider who's going to celebrate. It's his debut win in the Tour de France. He's never taken a stage before. Nils POLITT is finally going to get the huge win. He's a helper. Today he's a winner. BORA HANSGROHE takes stage 12. Nils POLITT has the victory. It's going to come off the wheel of Michael Matthews, just making sure in case there's any points on offer, which there are, that he secures some, and Cavendish moves on the other side. Sees Philipsen, but Cavendish is going to be the winner of that bunch sprint. Just to say, I would have still won it.
What a day for Nils POLITT. The big German taking just the second win of his career after some close shaves. He's previously come second at Paris-Roubaix and on a couple of stages of Paris-Nice. The 27-year-old finally has a first major victory to put on his CV, and they don't come much bigger than the Tour de France.
It's a dream to win a stage in the Tour de France, and the sport director just tell me now it's the last wave until the finish, so give everything, try it, and 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then to coming solo to the finish line, it's unbelievable. Now it's like the biggest win what you can have, like a winning stage in the Tour.
Celebrations for BORA HANSGROHE on a day that had started badly, with Sagan pulling out of the race. No changes elsewhere. POGAČAR is one day closer to Paris with that yellow jersey still firmly on his shoulders. Cavendish leads the green jersey standings by 59 points from Michael Matthews. Nairo Quintana is our king of the mountains with a small gap over the Ventoux stage winner Wout van Aert. And POGAČAR's the best young rider. He's been in white for the whole race. It wasn't Cav's day today, but he should have other opportunities to hit 34 between now and the Champs-Élysées.